If you're tired of trying everything, reading Neville's books, practicing techniques religiously, yet still feeling stuck, this video will transform your manifestation journey. I'm about to share a concept so powerful that once you truly grasp it, those impossible manifestations will start flowing to you effortlessly. And no, this isn't another just believe harder video. It's about understanding something that's been right in front of you all along. Look, I get it. I was exactly where you might be right now, trying endless techniques, repeating affirmations until my throat was sore, and still feeling helpless. Something was missing. That's when I discovered one concept that changed everything. Today, I'll explain this concept, and it will make you see Neville Goddard's teachings, the law of attraction, and every spiritual principle you've ever encountered in a completely new light. This isn't just another manifestation technique. It's the foundation that makes all techniques work. Let's talk about something scientists call parallel realities, or, as I like to call it, reality shifting. Don't worry if this sounds complicated. I'll break it down as simply as possible. We often think of reality as a single, fixed timeline we're trying to change. But what if I told you there are infinite versions of you, right now, living out every possible scenario you could imagine? Think about your last decision. Something as simple as choosing what to wear. In that moment, multiple realities branched out. One where you wore the blue shirt, another where you chose the red one. These aren't hypothetical scenarios. They're actual realities, existing simultaneously, as real as the one you're experiencing now. When Neville Goddard said, "Creation is finished," most people misunderstood him. They think it means life is predetermined. But what he really meant, and what quantum physicists are now proving, is that every possible version of reality already exists. The wealthy you, the healthy you, the loved you. They're not future possibilities. They exist right now. Picture a massive wall of TVs, each playing a different version of your life. On one screen, you're living in your dream house. On another, you're running a successful business. On yet another, you're in the perfect relationship. These aren't just possibilities, they're active channels. The only difference between them and your current experience is the channel you're tuned into. This is why stories of overnight success aren't really overnight. People who manifest effortlessly aren't creating something. They're selecting a reality where their desire already exists. Here's where most people struggle. They think they need to create their desire through sheer willpower or perfect techniques. How many times have you repeated affirmations, feeling like you're trying to convince yourself of something that isn't true? How often have you visualized your dream while still feeling weighed down by your current reality? This struggle happens because you're trying to build a bridge to something while believing there's an uncrossable gap. But here's the truth. You're not creating something new. You're selecting a reality where your desire already exists. Imagine trying to bake a cake from scratch when a perfect cake is already sitting in front of you. All the effort you're putting in, longer meditations, more affirmations, endless scripting, keeps reinforcing the belief that you need to make it happen, but this effort actually blocks you from seeing what's already there. I call this the manifestation loop. You try a technique, it doesn't work, so you try harder. The more you do, the more you reinforce the belief that your desire is missing. For months, I tried to manifest a specific income level. I did everything: vision boards, affirmations, scripting, but the harder I tried, the more frustrated I became. Why? Because I was stuck in the energy of, I need to make this happen. Everything shifted when I understood parallel realities. Instead of trying to create financial abundance, I tuned into the reality where I was already financially abundant. The difference is subtle but profound. I stopped saying, I am wealthy while feeling poor. Instead, I aligned with the version of me that was already wealthy. The pressure disappeared, and that's when things started shifting effortlessly. Here's the big transformation. Manifestation isn't about creating, it's about selecting. And this changes everything. Stop seeing yourself as someone trying to manifest. You're not creating something new. You're a consciousness choosing which reality to experience. Instead of asking, how can I manifest this? Start asking, which version of reality am I choosing to experience right now? Feel the difference. One comes from lack, The other comes from power. You can't tune into a new reality while holding on to the baggage of your current one. Let go. If you were already living your desired reality, how would you think? What choices would you make? Align with that version of yourself, not as a technique, but as a natural expression of the reality you've chosen. Every time you've successfully manifested something in the past, you weren't creating it, you were shifting. Those moments when everything seemed to fall into place, that was you aligning with the reality where your desire already existed. The best part? You don't need to figure out how the shift will happen. Just like changing a TV channel, you don't need to know how the signal works. You simply choose the channel. Your current circumstances are just feedback from the reality you've been tuned into. So here's your next step. Take one thing you've been trying to manifest and shift your perspective. Recognize it as a reality you're choosing to experience. Make decisions from that reality and watch how effortlessly things begin to change. You're not creating anything new. You're simply selecting from what already exists. And that changes everything. In 2023, Americans gave $557.16 billion in donations, according to Giving USA. The World Economic Forum and Religious Freedom and AMP Business Foundation confirmed that religion contributes $1.2 trillion annually to the U.S. economy. Yet homelessness, hunger, and inequality persist. Where is your money really going? For just 98 cents, Liamuiga International Outreach delivers transparency, accountability, life-changing impact, and transformative prize packages. Demand answers. Take control. Start the revolution. Visit 98centrevolution.com. Give smarter. Live better. Always. Join the movement now at 98centrevolution.com.